Good, barely afternoon. One moment while I make sure all things are working. Shows I'm live. One moment while I have sound. All right, and then I need to share this a couple of places. So just a second. Still getting over this stinking cold. I'm almost there though. Oh shoot, I need to do. I'm gonna try to share it. Let's see here. Share, and I want to copy the link. Sorry, I'm talking myself through it. And then I need to go back here and into Stampin' Up! Online Exclusives. Let's see if it actually shares it. Oh, it just shared a... All right, it's not going to let me share it there. All right, well, I'm just going to go with it in the Wonder Basement. And then, Susan, if you want to share it, you can. I don't know why it won't let me share. Okay, I've got some things to show you today. I've got we've got a new class feature that we are doing, and for April, if you order with Susan or I, either at our website, online stores, we are featuring the Filled with Sweetness dies and stamp set. So they're super cute. It has this giant jelly jar, and there's also it actually has a die that cuts a card. So I'm going to show that to you. Also, I have a card that I need to create today, but I made it with this color scheme, and it's not quite what I thought it. I like it, but not quite. And plus, I used some new product, so I'm going to just be using some things that are already available for April, because our catalog and our new catalog doesn't go live until the 1st of May. So we still have a month that we can order from the catalog. Things are going to start to go on the last chance list. Like all of our in colors from 2 years ago are going to be discontinued or last chance. So if you have any of those and you want to get refills, pads, paper, anything like that, the ribbon, go ahead and be sure and get that before the end of April. I would really recommend as soon as possible. But if you order between now and April 10th, you will receive Susan and mine's online exclusive card kit, which includes 4 cards. 2 designs are going to be hers and 2 designs will be mine, and we put those together and send those out to you automatically. It will have an envelope and then all the things to make the cards, and then we will also send you a video of exactly how we put it together. So the only thing we cannot do for you is we cannot stamp for you, and but you can use other word stamps or similar size stamps, things like that, if you don't want to get the stamp set. But it's an option. If you do want it to look just like ours, then you need to go ahead and get that. I have quite the glare. I don't know. See if that works a little better. I don't think it makes it too dark. I'll turn it back on when we do our cards. So, hey Susan. So I am going to flip the camera, and I'm going to make this card. I'm going to make this one. I'm going to remake it, and I'm going to show that live on the today on the live. But I'm also going to first show you some things we have. This is the Filled with Sweetness card paper. It is Homemade Sweetness is the name of, oh sorry, that's blurry. It's Homemade Sweetness is the name of the paper. I have used a ton of this paper because I use this for my swaps for our on stage a couple weeks ago. And it's got some really cute dies in it, and it's got some cute sayings. I love this paper. I think it looks just like fresh peaches from the orchard. It's got fun graphics on the back. I did fussy cut a bunch of different little jelly jars and jams out. It's got this cute spoon paper. It's just a really cute kitchen-y sort of fun paper. It's got some gingham in it. I'm getting low on my paper because I've used so much of it. So this is, I think I showed it last week. This is my swaps for convention. So this was a fun, so this is an example of something that we might send you, and you would get everything, all the paper cut as it is, and then you would just have to stamp what stamps you have. This is one I made for a swap earlier with Sherry, Susan, and Lisa, and this was the Stays On stamped onto window sheet. I thought that was kind of fun. It gives it a glossy look. Going back, I really wouldn't have put the spoon in a closed jar, but you know, I really needed to use this little spoon die. Look how cute it is. It's so cute. I love that. So, and this is also that, it's a newer, it's called Lunar Luster paper, and it's kind of like the shimmer pastels, and it goes through, so it's a really pretty paper. So anyway, that gives you some info on that. And what I'm going to do today, yesterday Susan and I were stamping before we went live. We were always, I haven't had a chance to just stamp. I haven't felt great. I got some smudge on my sample from yesterday, but this is one I made. I had this that I ordered with my pre-order from Onstage, but this is actually available right now in the online exclusives. And hi Elaine. This is a Flower Fair, and it's a background stamp, and it's one that I really wanted to get and play with, and I just hadn't gotten around to it. So this is one I did yesterday, and then I added, this is like a sneak peek of some new product that will be available in May. It's hard to keep everything straight. In all honesty, it's really, they're throwing stuff at us all the time. So this is a Phrases and Frame die, and so you get 4 dies in this. So it's really kind of simple, but it's really pretty. And this is also one that you can use with the embossing impressions folder. And what it does is it just puffs up your impressions just a little bit more. Now, I did it on this one, but I don't know if you can see it. Susan had an example with some metallic, and you could really tell how it puffs it up. You can watch that video from Wednesday on the Wonder Basement or in Stampin' Online Exclusives Facebook group, the fan club. But I just really had fun playing with it. I knew I wanted to color. I don't know, coloring is just, it makes me happy. So this is one that I did yesterday. And then, so I was playing around with it last night, and so I came up with this one. And this is using some paper that's available right now and some ribbon that's available right now, but this die is not available right now. So I need to make a nature's tutorial. So I kind of like it, but I use Melon Mambo for my base, and I use Melon Mambo for some of my blends. So I'm going to switch that, and I'm going to use some of this metallic Berry Burst paper that is in this group, and this is called Garden Textures Specialty Foil Sheets. So, but I really love this page. This is gorgeous. It's got the green and the Berry Burst. Is there another color? It may just be those. Oh no, it's got Night of Navy. So it's gorgeous, and it's a little bit metallic. It's just a foil, a pretty foil. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to change that up. So with the background stamps, we have a couple ways that you can stamp these. Yesterday, I just took this top piece off, and inked it up. Inked it up with Memento and then put my paper on top of it. You can also, I thought I'd show today, we have large blocks that you can take this off. Depends on how fast you like to stamp and how much you're going to stamp. You can put it on the positioner, the stamp positioner. So I've got the fresh freesia I'm going to put on here, and then I'm going to make my card base out of Berry Burst. I'm going to switch that. A lot of times when I'm doing a background stamp, I like to take my paper and go ahead and put my paper to the stamp instead of my stamp to the paper. If that makes sense. Hang on a second, I need my cutter. Okie dokie. So I'm going to just cut this at, this is a half a sheet of cardstock. I'm just going to cut this 5.5 by 4 1/4. Cut that down. Adjust a little bit. Don't want it to dry up. One of the things that you can do when you've got ink like this and you've got a little time in between it, you can always huff on it, which, here, I'm going to switch real quick. You can actually take it and, that's called huffing in stamp world. And it's actually kind of moisturizes the ink again. So I'm just going to lay this down, and then it gives you a little bit better print. I'm going to use the brayer. This is one of the tools that they featured quite a lot in our Stampin'. Oh yeah, there we go. So we've got a nice impression. They featured that on stage a lot this time around. And because I'm going to use stuff that's actually available right now, I'm going to use this Coneflower Celebration stamp and dies. This is the cutest. This makes the cutest little coneflower dies. Look at this. It's so cute. It's just beautiful. And then it's got the top piece you can put on it. See, I played with it and I just couldn't bring myself to get rid of all of these cute little pieces. And then it's got some different leaves and things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my blends. I've gotten, let's see, I've got lemon lime twist, berry burst, and fresh freesia. And so I'm going to put fresh freesia down in light on all of my big, I would call these poppy flowers. I don't know if that's exactly what it is. This is getting a little bit dry. You can tell when your blends are getting dry, when they just feel a little bit squeaky. And you have to press a little harder to get your ink to lay down. But I think I've got enough in here to eke out just enough for this card. I know, it's so pretty. The coneflower plus this one, I just love them. I'm basically using the coneflower for the sayings. I mean, you know, this time of year, you kind of got to use the things that you really love from the main catalog, because it's going to be gone soon, and then we'll be off and running to the races around the new stuff. There was so much to see on stage that it was a little bit overwhelming. The papers are beautiful. I haven't put my pre-order in yet, but I plan to do that soon. So I'm just laying down the base color here for all these little poppies, and then I am going to use, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and take my dark freesia, and I'm going to put a little bit of dark where all these lines are. This is how you can kind of, if you want to shade quickly, this is, you just use the stamp as your guide. where all these lines are, you can put a little bit of dark. And then when you go back and blend it, it looks really cool. You can also do like super detailed and precise watercoloring with the blends, but we're just going for a little fast thing here right now. Okay, so that's the fresh freesia. And now I'm going to use some light berry burst because, and I liked, oh, I forgot to tell you, this is fresh freesia that I'm using on the paper color. And I just want to, the Melon Mambo was okay, but then when I put the metallic with it, it just worked better. I think it's going to work better to have all these colors blend. They're all kind of monochromatic. I mean, they're all in the same family. So, you know, it doesn't look bad. I just think I'll like this better. Sometimes we're our own worst critics. And so I'm just putting, again, laying down the base color. If I put this up as a video, I'll fast forward through this part, but since it's live, I'm just gonna let you sit here and talk to me and enjoy the zen, as YouTube says. YouTube TV, that is. Okay, so I'm really not gonna put any darker on the Mambo because that's pretty dark. Then I'm gonna go with my light lemon lime twist and lay that color in all of the leaves. This is a pretty fun and fast stamp to color. And you can see I'm not not terribly concerned about, you know, staying properly in the lines. This is kind of a quick rundown. What are you all doing today? Are you ready for Palm Sunday and next week? I can't believe it's already Easter. Yesterday I pulled out something from the archives and made a bagalope, little treat bag out of an envelope, which is something we used to do. I think it was one of the things that I just thought was so amazing when I first started crafting, like serious crafting. Okay, so, and as I'm doing this, I noticed that my stamped image is a little bit fuzzy, but I'm not going to worry about it because in the end, it's going to be pretty. And this, I'm just going to do a little dark in the center, again, where those lines are. And if I wanted to get rid of the line marks so that they didn't show, I would go back over it with the lighter blend, but I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, it's kind of blending on this cardstock. I haven't used the blends a lot on colored cardstock. I usually use them with the white, basic white. Okay, so I'm going to put some of our beautiful Wink of Stella. If you haven't heard, we are going to have Wink of Stella brushes in all of our in colors this year. So that's kind of exciting. Can't wait to get those. They are not available on pre-order yet, so we can't get them until May. But that's when all the customers can get them. So I think they're going to be a great addition to our coloring mediums. And so I'm just putting the shimmer on the big daisy, or the big poppies. Let's see here, where's my... Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my berry burst. And we're going to cut this in half. And again, this tutorial will be available also in written form in my Sweetheart Tutorials. That'll be available in April. And there's about 15 more. It depends. It's a bunch of demonstrators that get together. So, all right. So this is pretty good. I'm just gonna take this down to 4 inches and 5 1/4. Actually, I want to take that down more because I think I did 3, 3, because I'm going to put a white piece down the side of this. Let's see here, I've got, I'm just going to take a 2-inch swath. I'm just going to do 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my, I think I'm going to put, you made my day down the side, or celebrating you. I don't know. It's your day. Let's see if that'll fit in here. Again, this is live. I made this last night and I decided that I was going to make it again today. So just in a different colorway. Oh, you know what I want to do? Let's see if I can do it like this. I'm just going to stamp the it's part. So I don't have it going in 2 lines. I just want it in 1 line. So I'm going to wash these in between, and I'm just going to it's your day. I'll do the it's one more time. It's a great way to get, you could also like stamp it all and then cut it out and just cut it and put it on here, but I think this is gonna be good for what I'm doing. Let's see here. Yeah, that works. I like it. Go ahead and wipe that off. Let's see here. Now, okay, I thought that might happen. I have a little more here, but what I'm going to do is this stamp has a little speckle in it. I think I'm going to speckle it with some green. Get me some lemon lolly. And then I'm just going to, let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then actually I'm going to put a little fresh freesia on it just to tie it all together. Here. We're also getting our ink pads are changing. We're going to start with our ink colors this year. We're going to start with some new with the ink colors, they're going to have magnetic pads. So they won't fold like this anymore. They're actually going to come off the top more like this, only they're going to be large as well. They're going to be big like these. So that's kind of exciting. You just find out all kinds of fun things when you're able to go. Okay, I'm going to take my little saying, put it right here. Now, oh yeah, and I think I want some fresh freesia on this one too. See, I thought all of this in my head, I just hadn't done it yet. So I thought it would look nice to have a few dots to fill in this space. Speckles are just splatter stamps, speckle stamps. They are just good for texture. Love me some good texture. Okay, so now I am going to take some of this ribbon that is Berry Burst, and it is from this same group. I can't think of the name of it. Paradise Garden. It's that whole suite of things. So this ribbon is in that. So I'm going to just wrap this around and tie. Cute little bow. I got too loose. Shucks. Try this again. Hi, Mary. Oh, I know. I do too. I knew I like it when I saw it. But... Oh, I am early. I just kind of got a whim that I needed to make this card for a tutorial. So I thought, well, I might as well just show it online. And I told Susan I was going live at noon. And then it took me 15 minutes to get on here because then I forgot I had to make my title and all that kind of stuff. Put some links in the video. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to try it here. If I can make a bow, I'll go for it. Oh, yes, that's cute. All right, now let me see. I've got, oh, where did I put my other stamp dies? I pulled the stamp down, but I didn't pull the actual dies down. Oh, there. All right, I don't know if I have if I don't have a tag in here, then I'm gonna, so this is the dies that are in this coneflower set, and this is what makes this cute little, like, kind of a flip-up card. It's really cute. All right, so I don't think there's a tag in there, but I am going to get a punch. And the trick is getting a punch that is not discontinued. Oh, maybe my labels. I'll do this one. So I'll do itty bitty labels and see if I can't. Do I want to even, do I need to put a thing on the front? I was going to do it because it was a frame, but that looks pretty good just like that. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut a strip of this metallic. I'm going to do a 1-inch strip. And let's see, cut it down to 5 1/4. This is how you know I'm really stamping, because it's blank here for a minute. Because I'm thinking as I go. So I'm going to just put this right here. Hi, Sherry. Just going to lay this here. Let's see if I get this. And yes, that works. And now I have this little bit of metallic, so I like that. I'm going to put this on with some dimensionals just to pop it up a little bit. I do like coloring with the blends on the cardstock. That's kind of a something I haven't done a lot of. This is pretty simple, but let's see. And I was gonna look, are the purple, I used some purple fine shimmer gems. I don't know if those are still available. Let me look real quick. Purple fine shimmer gems. If you're ever wondering if you can find something on, or if it's available on the Stampin' Up! Website, what you can do is they have a search bar, and so it's really easy to look for things. It doesn't look like those are available, but those looked really pretty. So if you did have some, You could put some on here, but I am not going to because I need my stuff to be current for my tutorial. Sorry, Millie. So let's see what I'm going to do here. Well, maybe I'll use those green ones. The muted palette dots. Let's see if those are available. It's kind of, it's tricking me because it's showing a bunch of the new stuff, but it's natural matte dots are good. I got some of those. Those are Moody Palette glossy dots. I wonder if those are available. Let's see. I think that just came out. Yep, they're still available. So we're going to work with those. And then, ooh. I was going to go with green, but I kind of like the white. It kind of brightens this up a little bit. Kind of pops it with the white on the left. Ooh, I like it a lot. See, that's how you never know what you're going to come up with. And you know what I've decided in my older age is that I need to use more embellishments because, you know, why hoard them? Let's send them out into the world. Right up there. I'm going to put one right down here too. There you go. There is is my card that is going to be a nature card, because it was anything that had to do with nature. So we could do, oh yeah, I was half thinking about doing stamping a butterfly, putting a butterfly in here. I think there's a butterfly. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe I'll do that because, you know, more is better. I just feel like more is better. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stamp it in some vellum. If I can find it quickly. I got it over here. I'm about ready for an office reset. Can any of you relate? I got piles of paper upon piles of paper. So what I'm going to do here, I know, Sherry, we're just more is better. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to just use Stays On right now. And I am going to stamp on this vellum. Now, when you're stamping on vellum and or any kind of slick surface, you do have to kind of be careful so you don't smudge and then I'm just going to use the Stays On should dry on the vellum, since it should dry on all porous surfaces. It just might take it a minute. What color am I going to color this butterfly? All right. And sometimes, because I don't like that, you can see this goes right over that and it will be just fine. But for the moment, I'm just going to cut it out fussy cut. You know, you forget you can actually just fussy cut something. Hi, Carla. My Jeff just got into a meeting, so you guys will probably start hearing him talking in the other room. He said, I'm going to try and be quiet. I'm like, I know, honey, you're going to be quiet. It's one of his pie crust promises. He just, you know, easily made, easily broken. He tries. So then, oh, look how cute. And I think I'm gonna take some, no, you know what? I was gonna put Timid Tiger on the center of my, so I think I'm gonna take this Timid Tiger. And you guys may know this, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I don't know if the blends work on the back of, I don't know, I may be doing something really awful, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And that, just kind of stick it on there like that. I'm gonna take a little glue dot. Oh my gosh, if you guys could see my desk, it's awful. So horrible. Oh, I will make you feel better. I'll take a picture of it and put it on the, so I'm just gonna take that and put that right like that. Yeah, I love it. It works. Okay, let me see. Yay! So that little bit of orange, it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't upset the color cart. So it's actually still kind of analogous. But it gives it just a nice, okay, I'm really happy with that. That's pretty fun and pretty easy. It was not a super difficult card. I'm always gonna put something on the inside. I cannot wait to show you how cute this frames and phrases dies are. Those are so, you guys are gonna love them. They're just gonna be good for a lot of things. But I'm just gonna put this on here. This is, I always do this for dark color card. Well, actually I do it for all my cardstock. Okay, well, I'm just really happy with that. I like it when a plan comes together. I really should show you my desk, but I'll just take a picture of it. It'll make you feel better though, I promise you. And my piles. I've got piles and piles. I cannot keep track of the online exclusive and the catalog and the mini, and then they go on last chance and then they're not available for a little bit and then they come back, and so I'm just gonna stamp and have fun and we'll just work through it together. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Hopefully the storms went through here last night and we will have a nice, calm Palm Sunday weekend. And then Easter's next week. Oh, I wanted to show you this. This is kind of, I think a lot of you probably saw it, but here's a quick and simple little gift bag you make out of an envelope. It was on, I showed it on the video yesterday. Sorry, brain freeze. Oh my gosh. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Susan will be live on Monday. I will be live on Wednesday, and we'll both be live on Wednesday, and I will be live next Friday. So have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.